Hi boys and girls, and this is Miss Skiba, and today for reading we are going to be talking about retelling stories because I know you guys are such good storytellers and I know that you can do this. So when we say that we're going to retell a story by sequencing, that means we're going to use words that tell the order of something, how something happens from start to finish, beginning to end. So these are going to be words like first, next, then, last, after that, all of those words that tell you when something happened. So, for example, if you're telling someone how to do something, like how to make a grilled cheese sandwich, you're going to say, first you get your ingredients, next you get your sandwich ready, then you put it on the stove, last you eat it. So you're going to tell someone something in order to make sure that they do things in the right way, in the right sequence. And it's the same thing for retelling stories. So after you read a story and you really want to remember and understand what happened in that story, you can do a retelling. And that's when you say what happened in the beginning, the middle, the end, all throughout the story in order, beginning to end in the way that you read it, in the order that you read it, in the order that the pages were. So when we do a retelling, we're going to tell the story in the order that it happened. First, we're going to think about the first key detail, which is the characters. Who is in the story? What are they about to do? Who are they? And then we're going to think about what happened first. What did those characters do first? What was the first event that happened? And then you're going to think about what happened next. What happened after that? What were the events in order from beginning to end? And then lastly, you're going to think what happened at the end? How did the story end? How did the characters solve the problem? And how did they look at the end? Did they look different than the beginning? Were they in a different setting than the beginning or location? All of those things go into retelling by sequencing stories so we can remember what happened all throughout the story. So, for example, in Goldilocks and the Three Bears, lots of things happened. And when we tell someone what happened, we have to tell them what happened in order, because if we're telling someone what happened in Goldilocks and the Three Bears, we're not going to say, first the Three Bears came home and found Goldilocks asleep, because that's not what happened first. That was the ending of the book. So if we're retelling by sequencing in Goldilocks and the Three Bears, we're going to say, first, Goldilocks found the Three Bears' home while they were out for a walk and they weren't home. She went inside. Next, Goldilocks tasted each bowl of porridge. Mama Bear, Baby Bear, and Daddy Bear. Then she sat in each bear's chair. Remember, one was too soft, one was too hard, but one was just right, and then it broke. So after that, Goldilocks broke Baby Bear's chair. Then Goldilocks decided to take a nap in the bear's bed. And then last, at the end of the book, the bears came home and found Goldilocks asleep, and she ran away all the way out of the house. So we want to make sure we're telling those things in order, because if we're not, then the story doesn't really make sense, and it's not how we actually read it. So what you guys are going to do today is get your Moonlight Cat book that we made earlier this week, and you guys have already read this a couple times, so you're really familiar. You really know what happens in this story. So you're going to reread Moonlight Cat, and then you're going to get a piece of paper, and you're going to divide your paper into boxes like this. This says first, next, then, anything else, and then the ending. So you're going to retell the story in order. You can use words, you can use pictures, but you're going to retell the story in the order that it happened. Over here, I did an example for you guys. I didn't use every single page because we didn't really need that. I just needed to know what was happening throughout the book. So first, on Monday night, the cat went outside carrying Brother's toy, right? And then next, on Tuesday night, the cat headed out with, I think it was Grandma's fuzzy socks. And then on Wednesday night, the cat took off with some puzzle pieces. And after that, on Thursday, the cat made tracks with Dad's mittens. And then last, on Friday, she found the cat with all the stuff, with one toy, 2 fuzzy socks, 3 puzzle pieces, and 4 mittens. So we told the story, we retold the story, using our sequencing words from beginning to end, so everyone would be able to understand. Even if they didn't read the book, they would still know what happened in that book. So, really excited for you guys to try this, and I think you're going to do awesome because you've read this book. You know exactly what happens. You just need to focus on using those sequencing words. First, second, next, then, last, to retell everything that happened in the story and all of those key details. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for reading and writing. Have a great one.